this Baxter release of the bird flu virus combined with the human virus. I think that was their intention, was to go the bird flu route. But even though the mainstream media blacked out that information from this country, there's too many shows such as yours that covered it, so they had to, go to Plan B.
And by the way, I'm going to interrupt you. I now just remembered exactly what you said last time you were on about a month ago. In fact, somebody out there listening ought to pull up, but I did 2 interviews with her in the last few months. The last one about a month ago. Maybe, Dr. Carla, you've got the date. Or get Rob to give me the date she was on so people can find it easy. You said, I believe it's already been released. I believe we're going to see a pandemic, or at least a big scare out of this, because they admitted they mixed it with 18 different countries' vaccines, live bird flu. Then suddenly people were dying that were in government care, and people were getting arrested saying they were ordered by unnamed pharmaceutical companies to inject people with this, even though they knew it was deadly, but then the big pharma doesn't get in trouble. You said they were launching it. You unequivocally said this is it a month ago. How did you, know that?
Because I've been following these minions for forever, and I know what they're up to. The Centers for Disease Creation, we have 1,088 level 3 biowarfare labs in this country. They are making these viruses. And as a matter of fact, I just want to mention, I've been monitoring the mainstream media to see what's going on. And yesterday they had a news conference with a bunch of talking heads from the CDC, etc., on Fox. And a question was asked by a reporter, how do we know that this was not a bioweapon attack? And immediately Fox News ended the news conference, and they brought it back to one of their, talking head journalists, and he changed the subject. Now, that's the question people should be asking, since they've been warning us. Oh, Saddam had weapons of mass destruction. Oh, we've been all scared about this possible bioweapon attack that any of these terrorists could launch on us. How come nobody's asking that question?
By the way, you were on March 12th, and we need to go pull that clip when you said, I believe they've launched the attack. And then I went and listened to some other interviews with you and some shows you've done, and you weren't normally that alarmist. So I was like, wow, she was serious. Really shook me. And I started, saying I believe that this was in the cards. So I agree with you. And just having you back, I'm remembering what you said.
Well, if I could just comment, I don't consider myself alarmist. Unfortunately, the truth is very ugly at this point. But what I tell people is don't be afraid. The main thing you need to do is not allow them to inject you with a vaccination. And I heard you talking before with Dr. Deagle. There's many natural things that you can do to protect yourself. As a matter of fact, you can put colloidal silver in it, breathe in the silver vapor, and direct it directly to your lungs, and that will help protect you. So it's not a matter of being alarmist. It's a matter of waking up and realizing paying our taxes for this genocidal agenda that they publish right on the Georgia Guidestones. They want to decrease the world population to 500 million, and it's happening right now before our eyes. We have to see it so that we can protect our families.
Let's go ahead and play this clip I've been talking about all day. It's up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. This is CNN last night with a top general. Let me just pull up. I forget the pronunciation of his name. It's got a French mark on the last letter. How do you pronounce it? Bonnery. Yeah, this is General Bonnery, a 3-star general, retired, saying we need to look at this being made in the lab. Let's go ahead and play that audio, John.
But, the key question we've got to ask is, we think it came from Mexico. That is the conventional wisdom of most folks. The next question is, how did it start in Mexico? Where did it emanate from? We've been able to find that out in all previous pandemics. The question now is to get at the heart of how did this start? Did it start from the occasion of viruses come together, or was it did it come out of a lab? I mean, all those questions have to be answered.
Studying this and interviewing literally scores of virologists and doctors and researchers over the years, they're all saying this is telltale designer virus, a lab virus, and they're calling it a swine flu, and that's only a very small part of it.
Well, I totally agree with you, and what I encourage your listeners to do is go to PBS.org, the propaganda broadcasting station, and get the DVD Killer Flu, where they actually talk about how they dug up the dead bodies in Alaska so that they could deconstruct the virus that they call the 1918 Spanish flu. And it's admitted right on this, DVD, this Jeffrey Toffenberger said, and I quote, "If we can shed light on why the 1918 virus was so lethal and understand the genetic basis of that, that info can be applied to the emergence of new influenza strains." Now, what does that mean, applied to the emergence of new influenza strains? If you read between the lines, it means we can take that virus and combine it with others and emerge a new killer virus. And that's what they're doing.
Well, they admit that the cover for the huge bioweapons program that's 100 years old in this nation has been, quote, research for cures. And if anybody just Googles biowarfare, ancient biowarfare, you'll get all the university text and books that have been written on it with the Greeks, 3,500 years ago, and the Hittites 4,000 years ago, and the Egyptians 3,000 years ago, and the Romans 2,000 years ago, and in the Middle Ages, and the Mongols in China using bioweapons on their enemies. And then today, the public's like, oh, there's no such thing as bioweapons from governments. It's only little men in caves. And then the last big bio attack we had in 2001, the anthrax attacks, the White House admits they were on Cipro to fight it. 3 weeks before it popped up, it turned out to be the most weaponized version of anthrax ever seen, to the certified, patented U.S. government Fort Detrick, Maryland variant. So they just have the MO, the history, the past. They get the gain out of it, get the power, these vaccine companies. Dr. Carley, let's talk about where you see all this going when we get back as we track the latest developments and information. We're trying to confirm right now what Press TV is saying. The World Health Organization is set to raise the swine flu alert to level 5. That's forced inoculations in martial law.
Heart disease is on the rise. Clogged arteries, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol levels may not be fully detected by you, but the symptoms are there. Loss of energy, blood sugar spikes and drops, poor circulation, and irregular heartbeat are just a few of these that can alert you that something is wrong. Hear how Heart and Body Extract is making a difference in thousands of people's lives across America.
My blood pressure has normalized. My diabetes has totally improved.
Everyone is telling me now how much healthier I look, and I'm telling everyone how much healthier I feel. I recommend Heart and Body Extract to everyone.
Anybody over 40 in the North American continent should be using this product as a preventative to keep their cardiovascular system healthy.
Order your 2-month supply today by calling 866-295-5305. That's 866-295-5305. Or order online, hbextract.com. Heart and Body Extract, 866-295-5305 or hbextract.com.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
When making important financial decisions, you should always know the facts. That's why Midas Resources is willing to pay you to read the facts. Midas Resources, a team of hand-picked financial specialists with decades of financial experience who are ready to provide you with state-of-the-art, up-to-date financial services. Midas Resources offers a host of services and stands behind their products. In fact, if you call and order their free Midas report, Midas Resources will pay you. This detailed report will provide you with financial history on the safest and most profitable areas to invest in. If you read the report, Midas Resources will send you a free Walking Liberty silver $50. So what are you waiting for? Get the facts and call Midas Resources toll free at 888-292-2709. That's 888-292-2709. And remember, if you read the Midas report, you'll receive a free Walking Liberty silver $50.
Silver is mankind's oldest natural antibiotic. This very special mineral has been used for centuries by most cultures throughout the world. Utopia, Texas is home to a small but mighty supplement company called Utopia Silver, who offers colloidal products produced in distilled water without use of animal protein, nitrates, or saline solutions. Because our colloidal silver is made up of nano-sized particles, it can be better utilized at the cellular level, and germs can't mutate to be resistant like they can to modern-day antibiotics. Utopia Silver has a broad range of health supplements, including colloidal silver, gold, and copper, with a money-back guarantee on the colloidal products we produce. For 4 years, Utopia Silver has been fighting in the Texas courts against agencies that would steal our God-given rights of health care and freedom of speech. Visit us today at utopiasilver.com. That's UTOPIA silver.com, or call 888-213